Alex, can you give me some silence for my intro?
I didn't know. I was waiting for you to. I thought you were just going to talk over me adjusting my earbuds, but that's okay.
No, I was going to wait.
All right. The floor is yours.
Now I got to take a second and think about what I was going to say.
Oh, well, there's the intro right there. That's rock solid. That's how you kick off a new season, ladies and gentlemen.
We got a big list.
Hello and welcome to the Racing Addicts Podcast, Season 5. That's right, 5 years. So I looked up a couple things that last 5 years.
I like this. All right, let's see where you go.
20% of marriages in America don't make 5 years.
I was going to say that's the first. 20%.
20%.
I'm never getting married, y'all. I'm sorry.
Extraordinary number.
So our relationship has lasted longer. That's incredible.
Our relationship,
I'm shocked.
Items that typically last around 5 years include mid-range smartphones, most washing machines and dryers, quality kitchen appliances. So we are either a mid-range cell phone or a KitchenAid. I'm going to be a KitchenAid, personally.
We're worth about $1,000. That's
worth about
cool.
$1,000. I don't think we're a KitchenAid.
Yeah. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment. I could go either way.
I don't know.
And it is also season 5, episode 1, overall episode 129, I think.
I think that's which means we totally missed our 100th episode. So sorry.
I feel like we talked about it.
We did, and then we just missed it.
We were like, it's coming.
Yeah, we're like, it's coming.
I think we talked about our 50th.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you know what this is? That means that our podcast has surpassed the presidency of Joe Biden.
Oh my gosh.
We
I didn't
went
even
from
think about that.
the Trump era to the Trump era, baby.
Woo! Ding, 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 ding.
I'm going to lose so many
we
friends.
We were miserable for 80% of the seasons. Is that what we're trying to say?
That's basically what it was, yeah. So
America's back, ladies and gentlemen. Not that we're a political podcast, but
we're not a political podcast, but if you're wondering, I have a note here. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah. As of like last week, or like 80 hours into it, the Department of Dodge,
the Doge,
Doge.
Yeah.
Dodge.
$480 million. Boom. Cut
Saved.
Out of the budget.
Yep. I love it. Oh, Elon Musk, my people. Come on.
I don't know what's more. And he is targeting, what do they call it? DEI?
DEI.
DEI.
Not Dale Earnhardt Incorporated.
I always think it's Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. But no. It's the opposite.
I told you. Did I tell you about the story? I was in an interview and she asked me about DEI after asking about what I was doing previously.
Yeah,
in
you
North
did.
Carolina.
Yeah.
And I said, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated? I said, it's a great business, but they've been out of business for a while. And she goes, like, diversity, inclusion. And then I obviously didn't get the job, but
Mitch didn't get that one.
It cooked it.
You wouldn't have liked it anyway.
No, I wouldn't have. She was from Canada. No, I'm just kidding. She was from Canada.
Which is worse, the DEI plan or Teresa Earnhardt? That could go either way.
We're not gonna comment. We are here. We're kicking off the season. We are 2 weeks away from the Super Bowl, which means the Clash is on the way.
It is.
We are 3 weeks away from the Daytona 500, and we are 1 week out from the Chili Bowl.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, that was good. It was a great event.
Looked at our notes once yet.
Oh, you're good.
How am I doing?
You're doing great. And I feel like we have to throw, since we've already deviated from talking about racing topics anyway, there's a really good football team participating in the Super Bowl this year.
Did you see the
Chiefs?
Hey, here's another
You suck.
Here's another fun fact. The Philadelphia Eagles scored 7 rushing touchdowns yesterday.
Y'all are lucky to have Saquon.
Dude,
Let me tell you that.
Saquon is the
if
team.
you didn't have Saquon, you guys would never beat the Rams. You guys got lucky. His legs
I knew Mitch
glorious.
was bitchy because he was not responding. And
I just was getting annoyed. I didn't even watch the game. I don't care.
Oh, the Mitch. He didn't even respond when you posted about Corey running the 0-0 car or whatever the hell he's driving.
0-1, stacking pennies, baby.
Pennies.
I was working.
Stacking burgers.
I was in training.
I was feeding a screaming child when that came through.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. Oh, it's an experience.
I listened to the podcast though.
I woke up from a nap and it was Alex text me about being a father and how much he loved it.
Yeah. I sat down at that computer 15 times today with the intent of doing work. Never once happened. Never once.
What you're saying is you're not very domestic.
I'm not. My wife deserves a raise or something. That's all I'm saying. That's
She wishes she could get a raise out of you.
She's women everywhere. You've gained so much more respect in the last 3 months.
I think now that I have this new setup and I don't have anything to do, I'm definitely going to have to get a new boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. Actually,
some more sound effects back. Bring
remind
that
me.
back.
I have an idea for that later.
Oh, I'll remind you.
We'll chat. Yeah. I'll forget, but you try to remind me.
Hello.
Hey.
Is the baby sleeping? Oh, quit yelling.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yes, she deserves a raise. All right. My wife just poked her head in to say that
let the record
we're
reflect
right.
that his wife walked by with folded laundry in hand and said, yes, I deserve a raise.
Listen, zero arguments the last 3 months. Good Lord. Y'all women are just different in a good way.
So we're going to have to switch these around because I literally can't see that far.
Oh, okay. Well, I can do that. While I do that, why don't you stall and you can talk about...
So welcome to the new A to B Media Studio. We are reset, re-racked. I think we try to change things up every year. This year, we went a little drastic.
I like it. It was needed.
It was very needed. And we're just excited to be back. We're excited for racing to be back. Wow, that's a lot with no separation. Exciting what new ways... Oh, all this stuff, yeah. There's exciting new ways you can connect with all of us here at the Racing Addicts Podcast.
Got to do it. Love it.
One, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel for additional content and the weekly live stream, which is going to be Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Most weeks. We're going to try to do every week, but we are working business owners, so obviously there's
sometimes
occasional conflicts. Yeah.
Like on Monday through Sunday.
Yes. But otherwise, we're great. Every other day is great.
Set a reminder for Thursdays at 10 and tune in and chime in. We'll have some Q&A if anybody is listening.
Love it.
And if you have anything bad to say, don't show up. Show up. Join our NASCAR Fantasy League. That's right. You can find us having fantasy. So whenever you make a... Alex has a paragraph.
You're doing great.
17... Can you put some space in there?
Take a breather. Take a breather,
I'm just going to do
David.
it myself. Let me go in here and edit this because this is unbelievable.
While David's dealing with that, I'll jump into that. So Mitch took the liberty of setting us up a Racing Addicts Podcast Fantasy League on the NASCAR app. So you can either go to our link tree, which are now on all of our social pages. So if you go to the little link tree on any one of our social media accounts, or you can go to the NASCAR app and actually search Racing Addicts Podcast. This is hilarious because the note is updating.
Yes, that's how you're supposed to. You can also join us on Discord and follow on Twitter to interact with the entire Racing Addicts community throughout the week, especially as the news breaks. We are breaking news these days.
We try to. I mean, that's our goal. We
Alex
mostly
is
just
breaking news, and I'm breaking wind. You know what I mean?
And for the listeners, like you can sign up and we'll discuss every week, the highest scores and how people pick their lineups too. So there's a lot of interactive going on. And I think we're going to interview some of the winners.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's all part of trying to get more and more people involved and not just being our ugly heads. Let's get some other cool people in here.
Yeah. Maybe some people who have cell phone holders. That'd be great.
Call Dale Jr.
I'm a little upset because in this reset that we did, I lost my computer. Like, I don't know where it is.
Oh, it's out in the hallway. It's right on the other side of that wall.
But it's gone. I got no keyboard. He took my keyboard.
I did. I know where your keyboard is. It's right here.
Took my mouse. You can keep that because I actually might be your mouse.
I think it is my mouse, actually.
Either that or I found it at a yard sale. Because I don't think anybody's bought anything that looks like that. I haven't.
But the Apple products are important. We have an actual Apple keyboard here that we stole.
He also didn't give me a heads up, so I didn't bring my iPad. So I have this and I have that, but that's really far away. And if, in my own opinion, if a producer had set that up for me to read, I would have fired them. So remind me, Mitch, to...
We'll have to dock my pay, all the money I'm making on this.
I'm going to have to start checking Alex before the episode.
That's great. The other thing that now that monitor is much further away than it was before, We need a bigger monitor.
Oh,
That is really tiny on that wall.
Yeah, that looks like the TV at Mitch's house from me.
Probably accurate. I'm not going to argue.
That's the TV that Mitch is going to be watching the Super Bowl on right
That's
there.
the one they always check that's the TV they check the Chiefs replays on.
You know what's the worst
like
part
a
about
catch
it?
to me.
I'm forced to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm forced. I can't even not watch it.
I think you could
That's
just
the
get an
worst part.
iPad Pro and be the same size screen, right?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah. Could be a thing.
Yeah.
it's half. My screen is definitely half that size.
Gosh.
All right.
But just a quick follow up. Any of the pages that we're asking you guys to join in on, if you go to our link tree again on any of our pages, all the links are there. We got the Twitter, we got the YouTubes,
The OnlyFans.
we got
No.
We're gonna
No.
we're gonna have
Maybe David got the OnlyFans. I don't got no OnlyFans.
you sign up and we're gonna send you pictures of David's nipples.
That's
it.
I tell you what, I don't know.
High demand right now.
I was actually just going to have Bible study on there, but
Yeah, I'm
you
sure.
guys can do whatever you want. My God,
Yeah. Somehow I don't feel like that's the direction it was gonna go.
that's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to learn about Leviticus 24. Can you scroll? That's
Yeah, I can scroll.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. I got you, boo.
You're fired, Alex. You're
Look at
fired.
that.
It's like,
There
oh
we
yeah,
go.
down there. All right, so
Wine.
some silly season. It's an adjustment. I have to get back here and deal with you every day, and
Yeah.
it's a lot. I've been and
Who whines more,
You know
David
what
or
else
the
he
kid?
did? He hires my guys to do all this work on a job site. Doesn't even give me a shout out. Says the Gingers did it.
No, I was making fun of the gingers.
My Lord.
There's a difference.
So
I paid you.
You did.
I did. That's all that matters, right? The check cleared. Who
He's
cares?
like questionable.
You pay me 90% of the way.
I did pay you 90% of the way. Yeah.
You probably got a passive aggressive reminder yesterday.
It was actually a very polite reminder. I think your QuickBooks has chilled out a little bit. Your QuickBooks wanted to send me the middle finger the other day because
It was angry at
That's
you.
pretty crazy.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's-
I turned on the QuickBooks AI and it really goes after my money, man. You should have seen the one that sent the guy that was 100 and whatever days overdue. That one, it pretty much MF'd him.
It's
I
like
tell you what.
cursing his family
Oh, yeah.
and like
It's like, I'm glad to see you voted for Hillary.
It's crazy.
So silly
I love
season
this-
news. Good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Briscoe to the 19, which that's none of this is really new, but Barry to the 21, Smith to the 38, Gillen to the 34,
excited about that one.
Gregson to the 4
At FRM.
at FRM.
Yeah, yep. 4 just migrated to FRM.
Priest to the 60. Mick Douchebag to the 71. Ty Dillon. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ty Dillon will be bringing up the rear of the field in the 31. Number 31 in your hearts, number 31 in the door, and number 31 in the race.
That's a pretty high praise. Do you think he makes it to 31st?
How many charters are there?
There's like 38. I mean, if Ty passes 35th,
You're
I'll be
right.
shocked.
I don't think he will.
Let's be honest.
Let's do a way too early guess.
Yeah.
He will be second to last.
And you know
In front
the other
of Cody Ware.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. That question mark next to the 51 is who's going to be running with him. So
Allmendinger back to the 16 in one of the most underrated moves of the year because I don't know why. SVG to the 88. I'm taking he wins 3 races this year. I'm going to be the first one to say it.
Oh, he makes the playoffs for sure.
Cody
Yeah,
Ware
not
to
even a
the
question.
51. Riley Herbst to the 35. And JTD Doherty changed to Kayak.
I have no idea how to say this new team name.
Kayak.
Hayak.
You gotta say
like you
it
hock a loogie into the mic.
Like Ahmed from Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Juan.
sounds like. Yeah.
A flam hack. Ack.
Yeah.
Hike.
It's awful. But we're proving that family and money apparently gets you 3 rides in the Cup Series because we got Ty Dillon, we got Cody Ware, and Riley Herbst all running the Cup this year.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm just saying.
and then obviously the Chinese are taking over. JTG, right?
It's
Hike.
a weird name. I do not like and the logo's hideous.
Yeah, they're like,
it's awful.
Hike. Hike. Hike.
They're gonna never mind, I'll be nice. A quick side note, really excited about Josh Berry in the 21. I'm excited to see that car run well again. I think it's going to run well. And as far as start to finish favorite drivers, FRM might be my new favorite team because you got Todd Gilliland, Noah Gragson, and Zane Smith all driving for FRM. That is a solid lineup of Ford drivers. I am really excited to see FRM this year.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say
Yes, me too.
Yeah, Todd.
Thanks for the follow-up.
I was reading. I'm sorry. I can't read and think. And then also one thing that Alex is now on the list is Corey LaJoy to the 01.
That's very news, and to the announcer's booth.
And to the prime announcer's booth, which is exciting move because anytime you get to go to the booth, I was going to say it's impressive, but I forgot Trevor Bain made it. So don't let anybody do it. Never mind.
Well, I mean, obviously, Mitch, you are the resident number one Corey LaJoy fan club member. Like, what are your thoughts on this move?
I'm cool with it, as long as he's cool with it. So it sounds like it's something that he's been pondering about before the end of the season last year. So pretty cool that he's on Amazon. I like that he's going to be on TV. I think that's a good. He's good for the sport for that, for that. And I'm curious about he's doing this branding with it. So it's like Stacking Penny Performance. It's like a brand, and he's using it as his number. Yeah, I love how creative it is, and. From a finance guy, I'm like, this is perfect. I can watch this thing grow. And I asked in the comment if you can invest in it. Like maybe there's some startup thing. You put like $2,500 in this thing, and like maybe it could be like an ETF, right, or some kind of like some kind of crypto coin or some. That'd be crazy. But either way, I think it's a cool idea.
Crypto coin. All right, yeah.
Or like Stacking Penny Performance. If you look at the design and everything, it kind of reminds you of some kind of like made up like Trump coin or whatever. Like it's a cool brand, but either way, I do think it's going to be interesting to see how things unfold. What's awesome is that, like he said in his podcast, that Spire's paying for a full year. He doesn't even have to race, so it gives him the flexibility to not only, still have the funds that he has like he did last year, but can also chase new funds and new ideas and new branding, and this could pay off huge for him. Lifetime.
I was going to say this has to be like a step back for a year to step forward next year kind of move. That's kind of how it feels.
He looked at it as like a whole broad point of things, like because he's looking at the business aspect of it all from his charity, not just from his charity, but just from like more just of his TV and his podcast and then racing. He kind of combined everything into one, which will also help with his charity, giving back and things like that, and the brand and all those things. So I think it's he's very intelligent. Like he's a very intelligent human being. And I think everything's going to work out for him. So
good. Hey, I mean, sweetheart of a guy, like the personality. Yeah. So,
all right. So as we move on to the next segment, we're going to look about the way too early predictions, our yearly beginning of the year thing that we never ever go back to unless we're right.
Very rarely are we. Rarely.
But I think I'm going to do it. The biggest surprise, I'm going to kick it off with, scroll back up so I can see the list of names again. No, I know who it is. It's going to be Zane Smith in the 38. I think he's going to run top 15.
I like that.
Top 15. And I think he's going to really, I don't know if he's going to win, but it wouldn't surprise me if he won.
I mean, I think he's going to at least be in contention. Like, he's going to be up there. What do you think, Mitch? Who's your biggest good surprise of 2025?
I think, honestly, it'd probably be Zilich. I think it could be Zilich on his debut. I think he'll finish top 10. I think that would be something that would be pretty crazy.
Do you think Zilich can win in his first year in Cup?
I mean, if he does, you might as well just give him the Hall of Fame right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. Just at least in Cup. Because that's
Zilich is running Cup?
Yeah, he's doing just a couple.
Oh, okay.
How do I know this? I should know this. I don't have...
I don't either.
I have his Facebook.
Me too, buddy. We're in the same boat.
We're in the same boat.
It's me. I'm the one person on
forgot.
Twitter. Yeah. Sorry.
We're a bunch of boomers.
Yeah.
Technology.
I've been on Facebook more lately. I feel like it's because I'm a dad now. Like
it just works, man. It gets you right to the point. Like watch Shane Gillis and NASCAR highlights. That's all you need.
What else do you need?
Well, I also don't forget about the Joe Rogan Experience videos.
Dude,
That too. And
We talk about a
Tony
podcast.
that fantastic podcast. Joe Rogan is one of the best interviewers ever.
Yeah,
It's so good.
he's so unbiased.
Right? That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
Like,
he is biased. I think he's starting to be a little bit more, but like he's even the people he likes, he puts them to the heat.
yeah.
He asks the questions. He's not lobbing softballs all day long.
I wouldn't even call it bias. I think he just likes common sense.
Yeah.
That's exactly
You know,
what I
a
was
lot of-
going to say. Yeah.
Well, I think that's
Yeah.
called biased in this day and age.
I think it just means libertarian. That's what it means. It's just libertarian. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes, as long as it makes sense, we'll be all board.
I think biggest good surprise for me, I'm going to blanket it and just say Front Row Motorsports. I think Front Row is going to come out with steam this year. I'm excited to see it. And while you set up the next one, I'm going to go wake my computer up.
Oh no! All right, so the biggest disappointment, which I think, Mitch, if you have somebody, we can talk about it. But I think there's a lot of really, really good candidates for the biggest disappointment this year. If there's one thing we've learned is we all believe in nepotism, and that it's not about who you know; it's about who's your daddy or mama.
Don't even get me started. Yeah, you're 100% right.
So with kicking it off like that, I'm going to go ahead and say my biggest disappointment is going to be Allmendinger in the 16. Only because I don't know why he is there.
Is it?
He's pretty good.
I'm not saying he's
Not
not
that
good.
bad.
No,
but
he's just not a cup driver.
I'm shocked he's back because I thought he liked the Xfinity Series better.
Yeah,
So
and
I really am.
I just don't see that doesn't seem like we're looking to the future. That looks like, hey, we're hoping we can sell our charter next year.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
it
I
just-
mean,
I don't see.
look at the rest of their lineup. Allmendinger's the only good one. Like Colleague is just garbage this year,
Yeah.
which is a shame because I love Colleague, but garbage. Biggest disappointment is Ty Dillon a layup. I feel like that's too predictable. So I'm going to let that slide.
It's hard to be a disappointment when we have so little of
So little
expectation.
expectation. I'm gonna go Riley Herbst. I think he was in a championship caliber Xfinity team and won 2 races in 3 years, and drove the
And
most.
didn't his teammate win?
Yeah, in his first year back, won a championship. Yeah, my expectations for Riley are so low this year. I think if he finishes top 25 in points, I'm shocked, which is big because 2311 is a really good team.
That is true.
What do you think, Mitchie?
So I think like I'm looking at a standpoint from where you would expect them to do good kind of deal. Like I feel like the ones that you guys were discussing, they work, but like since Riley's a rookie, I don't expect him to do much. Like I really don't. If he just doesn't wreck every race, I'm like, holy crap, like that'd be crazy. But I don't know. I do think that's a pretty big disappointment there. But either way, I have a feeling it's going to be Ryan Preece. I just don't think he's going to be able to keep up with Buescher and Brad. And I'm not saying maybe he'll run 15th every race, which I guess isn't a huge disappointment. But if Brad and Buescher are running first or like top 5 and top 8, to me that's a pretty big disappointment because he's in a good car. He should be out there competing for wins. So I just have a feeling Preece might fumble the bag here this year. But I hope I'm wrong. He's a good guy. But I don't know. I don't see it out of him. I just don't think these cars work for him. That's all.
What is your thoughts? Like you're the RFK fanboy. What is your expectations of Preece this year?
I'm keeping them very low.
Yeah,
I'm
me
almost
too.
like I'm almost treating him like Austin Cindric.
I feel like they're on a similar level.
Yeah,
He can win races,
if he goes out and performs, I'm not going to dog him. I'm not, I don't have anything against him.
Yeah, I mean it's an RFK car too. Like
Yeah,
he
I'd be
wants the
super
RFK
happy
to
if
do well.
I just don't have the expectation of it.
That's fair.
I don't see him running top 20 every week. I really hope he does, and I think there's a lot. I can't remember who did. Oh, yeah, because so now it's RFK, Rick Ware, and Haas Factory. they're in the same boat, right? They're sharing information there.
Yeah, there's a bunch happening there.
Yeah. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sometimes 7 cars collecting data.
Yeah.
And I mean, from what I understand, they're sharing like a lot.
Exactly. I feel like RFK and Penske are both like open book. That's kind of what I've understood from those organizations.
So I can just see, I think it should be a short fuse.
Well, and this is for sure his last shot. Like if he doesn't perform in this opportunity, Priest is done.
Yeah.
In NASCAR at least. But yeah.
I think he'd be a great Xfinity driver. That's not a dog on him. I just think he's really good in those cars. He could probably go out and win a championship.
It's not a bad opinion at all. I get that.
First time winner. Mitchell, would you like to throw out who you think might that be, or would you want to go last?
Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs?
Ty Gibbs got to get it done.
It feels like we've been waiting for that for like 3 years.
This year?
I think he will. I think
his name's
he showed a lot of
building.
promise last year, but then I think he fell off a little bit, but it's all good.
You know, and I will say he did fall off a little bit, but at the same time,
the whole organization did except for Chris Bell.
Well,
Chris Bell was the only one that didn't.
But even with that, like running 12th, which is about what he was doing,
Yeah.
is really good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, like if you look at like 12th sounds not that good, but this isn't Baps Motor Speedway.
Right. I mean, this is the Cup Series.
When it's
Ryan Preece would love 12th.
He was.
Yes, Ryan. I would love 12th for Ryan Preece.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, you're looking at you figure 4 of the best cars from each one. That's 12.
100%.
So I mean, it's not nothing. That's not. So I agree with you. I think he'll get it. Alex?
I'm stuck between. I'm just gonna go Josh Berry. I feel like Josh Berry in the 21 breaks through this year.
A piece of junk.
He's got that. Oh, is that who you were gonna pick?
I was going to, but now I'm not.
Okay, well I'll go Zane Smith then. You can have Josh Berry.
No, I don't want him
Okay,
anymore.
well no,
I don't want
I'm
your sloppy
I'm
leftovers.
sticking with Josh Berry then. I think Josh Berry gets it done. Penske number 21 Wood Brothers car goes back to victory lane. I mean, I guess it did last year, but like a real race win. Sorry, not like there's 10 cars left at Daytona. Like a real race win. I think Josh Berry gets it done this year.
I think the next first winner will be no one other than the man your son was named after. Noah Gragson.
I like this. That's a good pick. I like that pick.
I think he's
Great driver, great name.
great name, great driver,
Frankly, the best. Not like the previous administration. They suck.
very fast.
I don't know. Trump just comes out every now and then. I'm sorry. I can't control it.
I literally, so it's my, I am so excited. Like, I mean, how many videos? I think I've seen more presidential videos in the past 5 days than I did in 4 years. Like, you're like, come on, guys.
Though, which is awesome.
Oh, he's,
I don't know.
He used the word annihilate in his inauguration speech. That's fantastic. That's hilarious. We're going to annihilate that policy. It's garbage, terrible.
There's 2 genders.
Oh, come on.
he said there's 2 genders. Oh, my goodness. I know. I saw that. There was so much about that I don't want to talk about here because we don't need to alienate anybody.
No,
However,
we'll talk about it later, the 3 of us. That sounds good.
Surprise winless. A surprise winless driver. So who is going to go the year without a win?
Oh crap. That's a really good question. I'll go broad and go team. I don't think Spire gets it done this year.
Team.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Maybe that's surprise winless. So like,
I guess
someone that wins a lot.
It's up. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
I was gonna say,
sorry. You're right.
Like a Joey or something.
Man,
I don't know. I didn't really think
I should have probably thought through this a little more, but
I'm gonna go myself with somebody then.
Yeah,
you
all right. You go someone. I'm gonna rethink
question.
this. I'm gonna rethink this real quick.
Surprise winless driver. Tyler Reddick.
Oh, that's a hot take.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that is a bold prediction.
No, it's not going to be Tyler
He was in the
Reddick.
Final Four last year. He beat Blaney off turn 4 at Homestead. Come on, man.
I think Suarez goes winless.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could go McDouchebag, even though he is with Fire.
I was like, that's a toss up.
That's a toss-up.
That's a toss-up. I think it... I don't think Austin Dillon gets a win.
No. That's an easy take. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go bold because I like going bold. I think our defending Cup champion does not make it to victory lane this year. Joey Logano goes winless. I don't think Cindric
First,
does.
I
think
thought it was Ryan Blaney. I literally thought I was
Wait a
why is
second.
Alex making that take? There's like 4 number 12s
He
behind
must
it.
be really humble this year. He must be learning something.
Are you kidding? The Eagles are in the Super Bowl. My ego's through the roof right now. Blaney's winning the championship. All right.
After winning my fantasy league, and now there's Eagles, everybody's
Yes.
calling this the year of David Good.
Oh,
I said,
Brad Kay's winning the championship.
clearly find out financially, just in sports.
Bet it all. Bet your life savings.
Oh
on
my goodness. No, I'll go with that. I think Joey Logano does not make it to victory lane in 2025. I don't like what I'm seeing out of that team. Like all their wins this year or this past year were Hail Marys.
And it's an odd year.
And it's an odd year. So, he's screwed. So
I'm going to go with a bold one.
not Tyler Reddick.
No.
Okay.
But
He's winning 6.
Yeah, probably.
but it's along those lines. Ladies and gentlemen, winless this year.
Oh, I think I know where you're going. All right. Hit it.
Denny
King's
Hamlin.
Hawaiian.
Man.
King's Hawaiian.
He took the dang brand. I'm like, really?
So literally,
I can't buy him anymore.
I don't buy them either. And it's Kroger's fault. So what happened is
Martin's potato rolls are better anyway. I'm
Martin's
just saying.
potato rolls
Yep.
are very good.
Martin's.
Yep.
Basically, Kroger came
any
in
crap
and gave
away from
RFK billions and billions of dollars, and for some reason, they did not like King's Hawaiian.
So you stay with Kroger?
So you stay with Kroger.
I get it.
Because it's Kroger.
I mean, it's hard to
Got
argue
some
with that
fake
point.
Stuff in it. They probably got some additives. I'm going to expose them.
They have Red 4.
Hey, listen,
They have
RFK
Red
Jr. going to
3.
take them down, son.
Take them down. I'm going to
that's my
surprise
guy.
so I'm going to go with Denny. Final 4. Do I take a homer pick?
You got to pick a Final 4.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking a homer pick. I think that's fair.
I guess what the heck? Final 4. I'm going to go.
It's the year of David.
It's the year of David. I'm going to pick Brad Keselowski for 1.
There you go.
I'm going to pick Christopher Bell. I'm going to pick Tyler Reddick. And I'm going to pick Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. That's a big one.
I don't want to
Man.
be a homer.
Yeah. So he pulls it off.
I think he comes back this year. So here's the deal. I've been watching a lot of Kyle Busch footage lately. Like just his dirt track and racing with his kid and this and that. And part of me was like, he's ready to move on in life. Another part of me was like, I don't know. It looks like he's having
enjoying
fun.
himself.
I think so.
And
Yeah,
I think
so too.
I think the team's going to put together this year, and he's going to come in, and I'm winning 3 races.
Ooh. I mean, I'm all for it. I kind of like Kyle Busch now.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I
like-
think he's going to win 3 races at least.
That's. Are you ready for your Final 4, Mitch, or do you want me to give mine?
I'm just trying to figure out who's in what car this year.
It's a thing.
Just
It's a thing.
Big Toad is going to be
because I'm like,
insane.
shoot, I didn't
Yeah.
do my prep. I mean, I think Kyle Larson's a lock, so I'll throw him in there.
Shoot, I forgot about him.
Of course, we said that last year too. So
Yeah, I do think Chase Elliott comes back. Hate to say it, but I do think he is in the Final 4. Dang, the other 2, it's just I'm not gonna pick all Hendrick. I'm not doing that. I do think
So
we
go
I
ahead.
think we see I do think Reddick makes it. I think he still does his thing. And then the last one's a toss up. I think Blaney might be the 4th.
you got to go with the team that's won every championship in this era car. So just saying.
I mean, it's going to be between Blaney. It's going to come down to Blaney, William Byron, and
I said Blaney, right?
I don't think you did.
And Ty Gibbs, I think.
I think you did. You left Larson and Blaney on the table. Yeah,
I'm not a sissy. I don't take homers.
Ross could honestly make it.
Ross isn't making it. Ross is going winless. I'm changing mine.
He's done.
Ross Chastain is going winless.
We forgot
Nolan,
about
where are
Shane.
you at? Where are you at, Nolan?
Shane Van Gisbergen is going to win 3 races.
You're not wrong. Shane SVG wins at least 1 race this year, minimum, and makes the playoffs for sure.
Well,
are we going to a new street
road course? Are we going to a round?
Yeah, there's a road course in every round of the playoffs.
City de Mexico.
Oh, you're right. He might be in the Final 4.
Oh, you want to know why AJ went to Cup? There you go.
City de Mexico.
There you go. He makes the playoffs. He goes and wins the championship. Or it'd be end up being AJ, and then it'll be Shane. It'll be like
Shane Gillis.
Yeah, Shane Gillis. Yeah,
he's everywhere.
Dude, he really is. I'm expecting him to just pop in a race car.
He's on the Super Bowl commercial with Posty. He literally hangs out at Williams Grove on a Friday night. That's his. What he does in his free time.
That's his. Yeah, that's awesome.
I kind of dig that actually. I'm gonna go Final 4, 12, obviously, 45, 20, and 5. That's my Final 4.
So here's why I did not put Kyle Larson in my Final 4. Because the change to the waiver.
Oh, do we think Coke 600 is an issue again for him?
I think the Coke is going to be an issue, and they changed the waiver that if you miss it for a non-medical, which is in the list of things here, if you miss it for a non-medical, your waiver changes and you lose all of the playoff points you have earned and will earn. So you will still make it to the playoffs, but you will go into the playoffs with 0 playoff points.
Now,
AKA Harrison Burton.
Yeah. Now, here's the good news.
Beast.
Mitch and I are not going to the Coke 600, so it might not rain.
I'm just saying, if it doesn't rain, he might have issues.
Yeah.
Unless I impulse and go down a whim, but I don't think I'm going to do that.
Then we're all screwed. I already planned something that weekend, so I can't go at this point. So, do you carry? You might carry the Racing Addicts Podcast curse with you.
No, I'm a sunny guy.
That's true.
I went to Dover by myself in the sun. It was hot. I was
That's true. So Mitch was the issue the year before, I think. Yeah. It's
500's going to be clear.
I know it's something with at least Mitch and I, because we screwed up every race last year that we went to. Yeah. So
yeah. I can tell you this, though. I'm not a fan of Pennsylvania. I'm over it.
Bro, I'm so with you. Oh my gosh, get me out of here.
So that kind of gets us into our next topic of the DVP clock is gone.
Hallelujah.
The Lord, the drivers can be towed to their
Jesus.
pit stall. If they work in their pit stall for more than 7 minutes, they have to go to the garage. But once they get fixed, they may re-enter the track X amount of number of laps down.
Yep.
Wow. What a novel idea. So you're telling me that if a car has nothing wrong with it and it gets floor flat tires, wow.
Man, I wonder if that gets picked up by the mic.
Has 4 flat tires.
We're not far apart. We're not far enough apart at this point.
I don't hear or smell anything.
Oh,
so I'm
man.
good.
That was straight bush latte right there or something. Holy crap.
Blow it over to Alex.
Jeez. It sounded like my son earlier
he
today.
had his Wendy's breakfast like he does every morning.
That's what it was.
I did not. I've not had Wendy's breakfast in 4 months.
Have you had a Wawa breakfast yet? Now that we have a Wawa?
I have not gone
pretty
to
good.
Wawa.
It's actually pretty good.
Pretty
I was
good.
surprised.
Yeah.
All right,
They
so
have this
DVD
avocado sandwich.
I don't like avocado.
Oh, I can't do avocado either.
I'm not sorry,
well,
Mitch. You're too
booming.
hipster for me. Attempts to manipulate the outcome added to 100% rule.
AKA Team Chevy at Martinsville.
Yes.
This is your rule.
And an open exemption provisional. What does that mean?
Well, and so they did actually expand on that today. Basically, a team can apply for an open exceptional provisional, which basically means somebody really famous that NASCAR wants to make sure they're in the show. So Helio Castroneves has already gotten this for the Daytona 500. So even if he misses in the duels and qualifying, he's in the race.
But who didn't?
Jimmy Johnson, 7-time Cup Series champion. And they said, well, he didn't apply in time. And I'm like, so how did Project 91 know about the rule? But Legacy Motor Club sucks. But they didn't know. It's weird. But apparently anybody of, I forget the wording they used, but anybody of like substantial accomplishment can apply for that provisional for a race. So it could at least lock Johnson into all the other races that he wants to do, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I'm indifferent about it. I think I had no issue with the rule. I know a few other people were upset, but I didn't really care.
I mean, if you paid your dues, you paid your dues. Let them race.
And let's be honest, like, they're not going to win. Like, Helio Castroneves is not going to win the Daytona 500. So, like, him being an extra car in the field.
Because Justin Allgaier is.
That's right, baby.
Whiskey,
that's right.
number 40.
Yeah. So I don't really care. Like, because they're not taking a spot away from anybody else. This is an additional position. So the same amount of cars are still going to, like, who made the field last year? It's just +1 with the provisional. So nobody's losing a spot.
Cars.
Yeah. So to me, I don't see any harm.
Yep.
You know, you're putting a big name in the show, and they're not going to win anyway. So who cares?
Yeah, it adds. If it adds a little, if it makes 2 more people watch the broadcast.
Oh my gosh,
it's worth it.
What, 3-time Indy 500 champion? Like, yeah. And Helio Castroneves is a damn good driver. I mean, he did really well on SRX. Yeah. Like, that impressed me. So,
did you hear he wrecked the ARCA field?
I did hear our friends at the Here for Speed. Yeah,
practice session.
I did hear.
Bam! He wrecked the field. You're such a great rounder. He's good. It's just he's getting used to it, man. It's different for him.
It's different. Let's say maybe he won't be in the Daytona 500. He might get Mike. Get Mike Wallace.
Well, that's another story.
Did we talk about?
I don't know what we talked about. We talked about a lot.
Haas factory driver Cole Custer.
We did not. I missed that on the list. Yeah, Cole Custer back in the Cup Series, number 41, Haas factory team.
Yeah, so he'll be there too. So that's right there, and like I said, with that RFK alliance.
Yeah,
that's another really quality car. That's why I said there's a lot of cars in that group that are going to be sharing data.
Well, and here's what's interesting. Obviously, as a Team Ford guy, this is the first year that Ford has not had a massive change in the offseason that they've had to overcome. Yeah. So I'm going to be really curious to see how they come out of the gate, because like last year, the first half of the season, they were like, but then second half, they were phenomenal. I mean, the 12 was, a whole bunch of them were up there all the time. So now I think they're going to come out strong. Yeah, so it's going to be really fun to see I'd love to see RFK have like a massive year. Yeah. That'd be so cool.
Boy, that'd make me happy.
Oh, make me real happy. Man. The year of David, baby.
The year of David. All right. Moving on to the Xfinity Series. Big name changes. Creed to the 00. Mayer to the 41. Jones to JGR. Swallich.
Sounds really bad if you word it the wrong way.
Sometimes if you swallow, you get an itch. To the 18, Taylor Gray to the 54, Kloppel to the 1, Zillage to the 88. Ding, 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 ding. Those 2 names are going to be there at the end of the year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One of the weirder things is Chastain and FCVG to pilot the 9. That kind of like threw me off a little bit.
You're seeing a lot of the relationship between Trackhouse and JRM this year. Yeah, big time.
But I will say, it is like their 12th car that's racing in the series.
It's so funny. Yeah, they just keep adding them.
Yeah. We also did not add that Justin Allgaier will be driving the 40 for the Daytona 500.
That's right, baby. I got my shirt ready to go, baby. Come on.
Ratcliffe to the 4, Wright to the 5, Dye to the 10, Eggers to the 16, Burton to the 15. Basically, nobody has the same number.
It's just like half the field has shifted.
Soggy Pasta to the 42, Sanchez to the 48, Ellis to the 71, Di Benedetto, same team, new number, and manufacturer to the 99. Corey Day to run a select few races for Hendrick.
That's going to be it. That's going to be a big name to follow. I think my highlight here, JRM is freaking stacked going into 2025. Like, I am, as a JRM Justin Allgaier fan, I am so excited for 2025.
He just became the worst driver in there.
Well, that's like, he's the only old one at this point. Like, that's what's crazy.
He's definitely the only one that can drink beer. They have a very, very limited Christmas party.
Yeah, that's a valid point. But dude, Travis Kvapil, you could totally see walking off with a win at some point. Zillish, you just figure is going to walk off with a win at some point.
Like at least 7.
Yeah, you've got Chastain and SVG running a JRM car in select races. One of them's probably going to win. And then Justin Allgaier, you can always count on for a handful of wins and probably being in the Final Four. So really, Sammy Smith is like the only disappointment in JRM this year because the rest of the team, I think, is going to be just clocking in checkered flags, baby.
Yeah, they're going to be racing. They're going to be wrecking each other a lot.
Oh, probably. It's probably
that is the JRM way.
Oh, I just wish. Well, JGR, dude, there is a lot of talentless drivers in JGR this year. They're going to wreck a lot of cars. I'm calling that prediction now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys with
Ryan
money.
And it'd be like, oh, Ryan's just going to sit out after winning 2 races. They're just going to be like, no, we don't have anything for you.
Dude, it drives me bananas. Like, ugh. But I thought colleague, massive downgrade. No shock. And Alfredo, Chris Wrong got an upgrade that he doesn't deserve, and Anthony Alfredo got a downgrade that he didn't deserve.
Yeah, I will say he had a way better season than he got right there.
Like, I thought he did really well in the 5 last year.
Yeah,
like,
he was like solid pasta.
Yeah, solid pasta.
That's how, when I was in Martinsville, he was in the playoffs at the time. Like, he was like 11th in points back in April.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So, way too early predictions. I'm going to give you my biggest surprise or just good, and it's going to be Carson Kopfel.
Yeah.
I think they're going to run.
I think so too.
And they're going to run well. I don't know that he'll be the champion. I'm calling Connor Zillage to be the champion. First year.
Wow.
Rookie champion.
Yeah, that'll be big.
I mean, he just knows how to race. Like, I don't even know how to, like, it's like watching Larson, but better.
It really is. Like I'm impressed with him.
Cuts through people and doesn't wreck people. He's a clean driver. You know, I think he's the deal. I think he has 1 year in Xfinity. I see him
for sure.
Yeah, 1 year Xfinity, and he'll be in Cup next year.
Well, I guess the rumor is is he going to take Suarez's place? I think that's what the rumor is right now. I think Suarez is done after 25 from what I hear. Unless he somehow has like a massively breakout year.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to replace Alex Bowman.
Oh, he's signed, isn't he? No. Is he with Hendrick? I thought it was someone else that was with Hendrick. Oh, Justin Haley is signed with Hendrick right now. That's
Alex,
the weird one.
Rule number 1. Contracts in NASCAR mean absolutely nothing.
You're right.
It is amazing. Yeah. They mean nothing. Rick Hendrick will pay whoever that is, just like Spire's paying Corey this year.
That's true.
And they're going to do nothing. Or they're going to race for somebody else and make twice as much.
You're not wrong.
Look at Brad. Brad was supposed to drive the 5 or the 6. No, the 5, sorry.
Oh, that's right.
Brad was set to go into the 5, and Mark Martin was like, hey, I'll take that.
My man, Mark Martin, come on now. Screwed that up.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and he was like it was done deal.
You know what's ironic is that Mark Martin screwed up Brad's ride, and now Brad drives the 6.
It is kind of
it's kind of cool, actually. Yeah. Did you have a biggest good surprise, Mitch?
For Xfinity?
Yeah. The Supreme NASCAR Stock Car Series.
I think the booth is going to be really good. I think we're going to have the best commentary we've ever had in Xfinity. I like the lineup.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And I think the racing this year is going to be off the freaking charts. We've got a stupid amount of talent in that series right now and teams that are in really good shape. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'll just be watching. I really don't have a hand in the pot there, so I'll just kind of enjoy it from what it is.
Well, I guess you need to root for a JGR driver to get injured because isn't Truex the number 1 relief driver?
Yeah, something like that. But I know he's racing Daytona, so that'd be cool.
Heck yeah. No, I'm in. Biggest surprise, I don't even know. I think JRM has multiple cars in the Final Four. I guess that's my biggest good surprise prediction.
Yeah. It might be a JRM Final Four.
Dude, how freaking sick would that be?
And they'd still be missing like 2 people.
Like
St. Mary's still wouldn't make it.
You're no. I don't think JGR has a single car in the. Well, sorry, biggest disappointment. I'll throw that in. I don't think JGR has a single car in the Final Four. I just see nothing good out of JGR in the Xfinity Series this year. Yeah. So it's all pay to play drivers, and then Brandon Jones is also pay to play.
Where are we at? I already said my champion. Zillage, the 88.
Yeah, bold take. I like it. I'm going Allgaier back to back, obviously. I got to go Homer, What do you think, Mitchie?
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be a JRM car, but I think Carson Quapple could really do it.
Yep,
he gets a hold of it.
How sick would that be? I would love to see it. Honestly, that'd be fun. Yep. I don't even care if he beats Allgaier. That'd be fun.
All right, now to the Chili Bowl.
Chili.
All right, Christopher Bell has amazing battle for the win in his non-winning outlaw feature of the Tulsa Shootout. Which is
so many clarifiers in that sentence. It's just hilarious to read.
Read it. Thanks for writing that one up for me.
You're welcome.
Once again, no spacing. So he made it, and the bigger news is he raced,
which is very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So Joe Gibbs Racing has allowed their drivers to drive dirt again. Big time troubles for everybody in the dirt series because Christopher Bell is back and he means action. However, Hung Money is still out there, like
kicking butt.
I've never seen a car push the curtain and the wall. He pushed the cushion,
right?
Or the cushion and the wall. Like he's like riding the fence, literally.
Like he wrecked 3 times in the Chili Bowl and won.
That's amazing. Like it's just amazing.
Yeah. Fun note about Christopher Bell. I forgot to put this in the notes. He is actually going to be running some races for a PA Posse team in 2025. The 69K.
Oh,
that
yeah.
used to be Lance DeWeese. Yeah. Christopher Bell's going to be running some races. That's huge because that's a really good car and a really good driver. Which means
they're paying him to do that.
Some fun races we can see.
Oh, dude,
he's going to do really well.
Sprint car world is in good shape, my friend. I am so excited for it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty excited for what he could do in there. I might get back to Williams Grove this year.
Let's do it.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm game. Let's do it.
I'm always game. Should we do the weekend? The Outlaw weekend? Take the camper?
That actually would be fun.
Not?
Yeah. Because we missed it last year. Let's do that again. It's so close. That's what makes it fun. Like it's a 30-minute drive.
Larson wins the Winged Outlaw feature, the track prep and the racing, the product. Maybe the best ever, Alex.
I think I was so impressed with the Tulsa Shootout and the Chili Bowl. Like the Chili Bowl aim was kind of but everything was so good leading up to that. I didn't care.
Yeah. I agree.
I know you just turned me down. It's okay. I thought the recording stopped, so I looked over first, and I'm like, all right. I don't mind not hearing myself. I just want to make sure the recording didn't stop.
Kyle Larson wins 100K in the Australia High Limits race, which I think was a huge deal, them getting over there to do that. Can you hear yourself?
You can probably back it down a little bit. It's pretty bumpy.
I put it back to where it was. Maybe a little bit more.
Maybe it felt
you want that?
Maybe split the difference when you said Kyle Larson. I thought I was going to go down.
Kyle!
Holy crap! And I got earbuds, man. That's like right in my ear canal.
He made the mistake of putting the controller by me. He took my computer away. I need buttons to push.
That's true. Sorry, we got to get you a sample.
Calm down.
Calm down. I'm all hopped up on the queue. Chili Bowl. Larson wins that too. Larson is exceptional. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it. Like he just
nailed it.
Very exceptional. The guy wins. He's like Jalen Hurts. All he does is win.
I think we are in for a Larson kind of year. And he's starting out strong, and I don't think it's stopping. I think Larson's going to win a ton of stuff this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be ripping. Dude, him and Bell. He's going to be more motivated than ever this year to accomplish these things.
Yep, and I'm glad you mentioned Bell because now that he's doing sprint car stuff again, I think it's going to pay off on Sunday. I think his Sunday stuff's going to be even better.
Wheeling is wheeling. You know what I mean?
Well, and when your driver's happy, they do better for you.
Yes.
Like it's just it's what it is.
It's employees all around.
It's work culture.
Yeah. The lawsuit is wild. It's just out of control.
Dude,
there's things going left and right.
Savage.
And there is no holds bar. Just follow Matt Weaver on Twitter. I don't because I don't have a tweeter, but Alexander said to do that. So
I just keep you guys updated with what he tweets. Yeah.
Also, Mark Martin, cracker of the millennium.
Have you guys seen AB? Antonio Brown has been doing this cracker of the year stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, and he awarded Mark Martin Cracker of the Millennium, which was like the most hilarious interaction in the world.
I think there's no way that doesn't go to Bean.
It's got it.
Mr. Bean? You know what I'm talking about?
No idea. Wait, the old TV show?
Mr. Bean.
He could be.
Yeah.
Is he Spectrum? He's got to be Spectrum.
No comment. Class predictions. So we got the class race at Bowman Gray.
We do. I'll be honest, I totally forgot it was even coming up. I was like, shoot, we got racing. Yeah. And Volusia is in a week and a half. Racing is here.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's here. It's hard to believe.
I believe that is why we're podcasting.
All this
right?
snow.
Isn't that hilarious?
It is cold outside.
Oh.
I really can't stay.
You know what's sad is when it's 24 degrees and you walk outside and go, it's warm today.
Yeah, literally. It was 34 degrees and I was behind 12 cars at the car wash. 12.
So I was in Mooresville, North Carolina this past week, which is why I've got new racing attire because I stopped at JRM and Penske. But it was 38 degrees. So I was like, I'm hitting a car wash. And I am the only person, because every other person in North Carolina is like, you're an idiot. It's 38 degrees. And I'm like, it's 38 degrees, guys. I'm cleaning my truck.
It's been rocking -9 at my house for a week and a half.
Right?
It
sucks. I burned through 3/4 of a tank of heating oil in 2 weeks. Yeah, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah. That's like $1,000.
Hey, and we should shout out to David. Came over to my house at 9:00 at night last week and helped me replumb my whole freaking house.
With pneumonia.
Walking pneumonia and all.
Walking pneumonia, plumbing pneumonia.
Yeah.
It only had one leak, which
is honestly not bad. I'm great with that.
There was a lot of connections.
There's a lot of connections. And all I did was one little crimp and it was done. So, hey.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I won't be doing that again.
What an experience. That's all.
That's all. Yeah. So the class prediction, thanks for that shout out.
Hey.
Next up is the class predictions, DLG Electric predictions brought to you by DLG Electric. All the electrical needs you have. Become a select customer.
Yes.
Today, to bump yourself ahead, all you got to do is pay your invoice within 24 hours and you become a select DLG Electric customer.
Wow, that is pretty big.
Check us out at dlgelectric.com.
You're saying the $160 invoice is not a select customer.
Those people, no, he is he is what we like to call a MFing customer.
Mainly your QuickBooks AI.
Yeah,
I figured.
Yeah, my QuickBooks AI is off the charts.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I do also want to point out that it is not the end of January, and I have all my employee taxes done.
Nice.
Praise the Lord. Now I just move over to the business side of things. It's not just employee taxes.
It's everything else.
I'm going to shoot myself.
Thank you, government, for all you do.
Yeah,
helping small businesses.
I'm just hoping Trump gets rid of that federal income tax now.
Dude, oh my gosh. I kissed that man on the mouth. Yeah. Come on.
Let's prorate that.
Jeez.
Nice.
So class predictions. I forgot where we were at.
We've gone there like 3 times and we keep ADDing.
Who's there? Christopher Bell.
Yeah. Not a bad pick.
Or I guess you're going to pick Joey Logano because he wins all these first races.
I mean, but I just said he went winless this year, so now I can't do that. Yeah, shoot. I backed myself into a corner here. Let's see. What do you think, Mitch?
I'm thinking about one of the most aggressive guys in the field, Ross Chastain.
Ooh.
I think he might win this race.
I actually like that. That sounds kind of fun. I wouldn't mind seeing a Ross Chastain win to kick off the season.
He'd move him right out of the way.
Yeah.
Him and Hocevar.
Dude. Yeah, Hocevar's going to Martinsville all over it again. This hurts my heart to say, but I think the 11's going to be strong. I'm probably going Dennis. Dennis 9-knuckle shuffle Hamlin, I think, might pull it off.
Is he going to be driving that King's Hawaiian car?
Is he? I think he is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it gets burnt.
I hope the 6 car wrecks him.
It's not going to. Yeah, I tell you what.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be good branding.
We'll butter your biscuits.
Got Martin's potato rolls, baby.
Potato rolls.
He missed the brand.
Yeah.
Brad's like, I'm too busy cashing checks from Kroger. Sorry.
Too many billions.
What if he gets? I wonder.
Billions of dollars.
Kroger is a multi-billion. It's like they're super rich.
Oh,
that's probably the best funding you can have for a race team. Something that's worth $50 billion.
It's like nailing Walmart. Basically. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically.
And they left Hayek Motorsports.
I mean, Hayek. I swear this is not.
Did you guys see Ricky Stenhouse flip himself trying to pay back a driver at the Chili Bowl?
Yes.
It was such a Ricky Stenhouse moment. I loved it was so funny.
It was a moment for sure. I was like, there's Ricky, and there he goes.
And there he goes, yeah. And he looked good before it. And then it was like, oh, never mind. That's Ricky. All right, 10-4.
Did you pick?
Yeah, you're not gonna. I picked Dennis. I think Dennis Hamlin probably. Yeah, I know. It hurts to do, but I just feel like he's gonna be there.
Well, with that being said, if you'd like to hear some more stupid commentary by Alex and some intelligent things by me, you can check us out Thursday on the live. Are we doing it this Thursday? I hope not.
Let's wait till the Daytona 500.
Yeah, the Thursday
let's
after
do that.
Daytona.
Yeah, I like
Put it on
that.
the calendar.
I still got some stuff I got to work out this week.
I was gonna say I don't know that I can do that this week, but yeah. So check us out online. You can check us on all the
literally
things.
everything.
Subscribe
all the things.
to our YouTube channel for additional content and weekly live streams. Set a reminder and tune in to join the dialogue the first Thursday after the Daytona 500. Second, join our NASCAR Fantasy League. Search Racing Addicts Podcast in the NASCAR app or click the link tree from any of our social media accounts. That's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace.
MySpace.
What else do we have?
That'd be good. LinkedIn.
Spotify,
Grindr.
We actually are on Spotify. That one's a real one.
Oh, we are on Spotify. I didn't even know
we
that.
are. We are on,
and we're on
Apple, Google, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, which is back now. It was gone 12 hours. Instagram, Facebook, and the tweets.
I don't have TikTok.
I know. I am. If you interact with us on social media, there's a 99% chance it's me.
Yeah. So if he says anything racist, it was Alex.
Oh my God.
That is Alex Beitzel, security social security number 211-895-732.
It's just all 12s and 6s. That's all it is. 12s and 6s. Just all the things.
Join. I already said it, but I'm going to say it again because Alex cut me off. Make sure you join our NASCAR podcast. Join us on Discord. And follow on Twitter. Thank you for tuning in. I'm excited for season 5. I can't believe we're here this long. Our wives can't believe we've been doing it this long.
Bro, we had so many people join the Discord today, by the way. So shout out Phil. Thanks for joining.
Phil?
Yeah, yes. Love it.
Shout out for Phil's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you on there, man. And yeah, we got to get some more people on there.
How do I get that list? I don't even have a computer.
Sorry, you got to get a Discord app. No one else has the freaking social media apps.
I don't even know what Discord is.
I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't either. Mitch is helping me out here because I don't know what I'm freaking doing. So yeah, I'm just shocked it works.
Go, Brad.
Go, Brad. Go 12.
Go, Corey.
Actually, before we go, who are you? Let's talk.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Full-time driver, Mitch. I guess you're going to pick a Hendrick car.
No, I'm not going to pick anybody. I'm not going to get trapped on Sundays. No. I've learned I'm going with Corey. Corey still has some rides this year, so I'm cool with what he's doing. I'm not just going to pick somebody to pick somebody. I'm going to have to the only driver that has a full-time ride that is in NASCAR sanctions right now that I'm going to heavily root for is definitely Lane Riggs, and that's definitely probably next up and comer. And then I've always liked Matt Crafton, so I'm obviously going to root for him, but he's obviously been around for 25 years, so everybody kind of wants him going. But Butterbean's full time in ARCA. I like him. So yep, and we're gonna have a lot of good car store races this year. So I'll probably root for also Carson Kvapil a little bit. Make sure I like him to do well.
I'm getting him a 6 hat. I'll get you a 6 hat
and a 12. We'll get you a 6 and a 12.
I'll get a cozy for you. Cozy for the race.
I'm not gonna say no. If you would hand me a shirt, I would wear it.
See?
Oh, well, that's definitely.
I'm not going to say that's my.
Lucky for you, I've outgrown a lot of my shirts.
That's valid. And Mitch is like in shape, so he can fit all the stuff that doesn't fit us
Everything
anymore.
that doesn't fit me will
Oh
look
my
like
gosh.
it would look like a sheet on Mitchell.
Like I have no problem with the 12
It
or
would look
6.
like he looked like my daughter's wearing my shirts.
Yeah, that's
I'm
valid.
a big and that's not nothing mean against Mitch.
I'm up
a
30 pounds from last year.
I'm a big boy,
Gained
Mitch.
some weight.
I'm also up 30 pounds.
Yeah, Mitch is all muscle. Ours is not muscle.
Mine is questionably carbs.
Carbs.
Oh my gosh.
Carbs are rough, man. You gotta be careful
Carbs.
about them
I have
carbs.
that's my middle name, David Carbs Good.
David Carb's good.
Yeah. So, but thanks for tuning in. We'll be back after the Clash.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, right. Next Monday.
Yep,
Does that sound good?
Monday.
Is it next Monday?
Next Monday, because this Sunday is the Clash,
Monday.
which is crazy, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so
because then
we'll
the
be back-
following Super Bowl and then 500.
So we'll be back next week. Then we'll take the week off of the Super Bowl.
Right.
Unless the Eagles win, then we're definitely not going to be here because I'm going to be in Philadelphia for the parade. Mitch,
Oh,
you going to
you're
take off
doing
work and
that?
come down with us?
No. I'm not gonna go.
We survived
no
the
interest
first
of
one. I'm not
racing.
testing my luck. You know,
You're not
that was-
going?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm
I
going.
As
don't
a
know.
screaming kid at home.
That's all the more reason to go.
All right, I'm going to the parade. I'm going to the parade.
I was trying to convince him not, but I guess it didn't work.
No, I think you just
opposite.
convinced me. That was. You need to understand how my day was. You may have just pushed me over the edge.
I'm thankful for my singleness, to be honest.
Oh
Make me laugh.
man,
I got pneumonia.
I love them to death. Love them to death.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week.
We out.
see you guys.
Holla.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Chew.